11.15. Okay. Here Arjuna is, I think, telling about what all things is able to see. The previous verse, he says he was not, of course, afraid. He was affected by the wonders of the Supreme Lord. The immediate context is wonder. His natural living friendship was overwhelmed by wonder, and thus he reacted in this way. Next. Arjuna uvacha pashyami devastava devadehe sarvasthatha bhuta vishesha sanghan brahmanamisham kamalasanastham rishim cha sarvan urugam cha divyan. Translation. Arjuna said, my dear Lord Krishna, I see assembled in your body all the demigods and various other living entities. I see Brahma sitting on the lotus flower as well as Lord Shiva and all the sages and divine serpents. But Arjuna sees everything in the universe. Therefore, he sees Brahma, who is the first creature in the universe, and the celestial serpent upon which the Garbhodakshay Vishnu lies in the lower regions of the universe. Arjuna sees everything in the universe. Therefore, he sees Brahma, who is the first creature of the universe, and the celestial serpent on which the Garbhodakshay Vishnu lies in the lower regions of the universe. This snake bird is called Vasuki. There are also other snakes known as Vasuki. Okay, so this is also called snake. This snake bird is called Vasuki. There are also other snakes known as Vasuki. Arjuna can see from the Garbhodakshay Vishnu up to the topmost part of the universe on the lotus flower planet where Brahma, the first creature of the universe, resides. That means that from the beginning to end, everything could be seen by Arjuna, who was sitting in one place on his chariot. This was possible by the grace of the Supreme Lord Krishna. So he was able to see everything in the universe from beginning to end. So, demigods, Brahma, Lord Shiva, all the sages and divine serpents, Vasuki. Yeah. Next we'll go. Aneka bahu darvakta netram pashyami tam sarvatonanta rupam nantam na madhyam na punastavadim pashyami vishveshwara vishwarupa. O Lord of the universe, O universal form, I see in your body many, many bellies. Many, many arms, bellies, mouths, and eyes, expanded everywhere without limit. I see in you no end, no middle, and no beginning. Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and is unlimited. Thus, through him, everything could be seen. So, everything he sees in the Lord. I see in you no end, no middle, and no beginning. So, he's saying Krishna is unlimited. Thus, through him, everything could be seen. Through Krishna, everything could be seen. In fact, there is a verse, it says that if somebody understands Krishna, then he knows everything. Everything he knows. If somebody knows Krishna, he knows everything because everything is there within Krishna. Of course, what that means is one knows everything by the grace of Krishna, whatever he's supposed to know by the grace of the Lord, especially in terms of going back to Godhead, especially in terms of how to sail through safely from this material existence and go back to Godhead. Because this material world is so complex, so dangerous, so entangling. So only by the grace of the Lord one can cross over this ocean of birth and death. It's not possible otherwise. Otherwise, material world is so complex, so entangling. So that's why who knows Krishna, one who has surrendered to Krishna. So he knows everything. He knows everything by which he can cross over the cycle of birth and death. That's the point. He knows everything by which he can cross over the cycle. He knows everything by which he can safely sail across this material existence. Yeah. So it doesn't mean that he knows everything. Okay, number of hairs on someone's head, he should know because he knows Krishna. That may not be the point. point is that he knows everything by which he can cross over this ocean of birth and death. That is the meaning of who is a pure devotee. He knows everything because he knows Krishna. Krishna lets him know how he can be saved, how can he be safely going and sailing across this ocean of material existence. So one thing becomes very clear that no force in this material world is powerful than Krishna. There is nothing in this material world which can influence you if you are powerful shelter of Krishna. That is the greatest force in this material existence. So taking shelter of Krishna can give you that kind of protection and safety and direction, which ordinarily is impossible for us to have. And as I said, material world is a dangerous place. So anybody who takes shelter of Krishna can easily cross over this ocean of birth and death. In fact, Bhagavatam says the whole material existence becomes the size of the calf's hoof print. One can easily cross over like that. Otherwise, the illusion is so overwhelming in this material existence. Everybody gets illusion in so many ways. In America, people are so much more illusion. So many things are coming up. So illusion is going to become more and more complex only, and we cannot handle it. We can only take shelter of Krishna. If we can take shelter of Krishna, then we can easily cross over this birth and death. Otherwise, people are bereft of shelter of Krishna. They get so much entangled in illusion in so many ways. So many ways. So it becomes very, very difficult. It says, Kiritinam Gatinam Chakridam Cha Tejo Rashim Sarvato Diptimantam Pashyamitam Duniriksham Samantat Deeptanarlakar Jyotim Aprameyam. Your form is difficult to see because of its glaring effulgence, spreading on all sides like blazing fire or the immeasurable radiance of the sun. Yet I see this glowing form everywhere, adorned with various crowns, clubs, and discs. Your form is difficult to see because of its glaring effulgence, spreading all sides like blazing fire, the immeasurable radiance of the sun. Yet I see this glowing form everywhere, adorned with various crowns, clubs, and discs. Tamaksharam paramam veditavyam tamasya vishvasya param nidhanam tamavyaya shashvata dharma gupta sanatanastvam purusho matome. You are the supreme primal objective. You are the ultimate resting place of all this universe. You are inexhaustible and you are the oldest. You are the maintainer of the eternal religion, the personality of Godhead. This is my opinion. Supreme objective is the supreme goal for everyone's life. And he is the ultimate resting place of all this universe. Everything is resting in him, in Supreme Lord. You are inexhaustible. The Lord is not something material which can get exhausted or dies or something like that. No, he is inexhaustible. And you are the oldest because he is the beginning of everything. He eternally exists, first of all, and he is the source of everything. So he is the oldest. He is the origin of everything. And Adi Govinda, it's mentioned that the cause of all causes. Oh, sorry, is the origin of everything, Anadir Adir Govinda. And Sarva Karana Karanam, the cause of all causes. It says, you are the maintainer of the eternal religion. No? He is also Sanatan Dharma. He protects Sanatan Dharma. In fact, Lord comes only, Yada Yada Hi Dharmasya Glanir Bhavati Bharata Abhyuthanam Dharmasya Atmanam Siddhamya. The Lord comes only to establish the eternal religion. So, the maintainer of the eternal religion, the personality of God. This is my opinion. Anadimadhyantam ananta viryam ananta bahum shashashurya netram pashyami tvam deepta hutavashaktram satejasa vishwamidam tapantam. You are without origin, middle or end. Your glory is unlimited. So you are without origin, middle or end. He is beyond that actually. Because beginning, middle and end is like within the time frame. But he is beyond that. Or even in space. So Lord is beyond time and space. That's why you are without origin, middle or end. Your glory is unlimited. You have numberless arms, and the sun and the moon are your eyes. I see you with blazing fire coming forth from your mouth. burning this entire universe by your own radiance. Purport. There is no limit to the extent of the six opulences of the Supreme Personality Godhead. Here and in many other places, there is a repetition. But according to the scriptures, repetition of the glories of Krishna is not a literary weakness. It is said that at a time of bewilderment or wonder or of great ecstasy, statements are repeated over and over. Here in many other places, there is a repetition, but according to scriptures, repetition of the glories of Krishna is not a literary weakness. It is said that at a time of bewilderment or wonder or of great ecstasy, statements are repeated over and over. This is not a flaw. Although you are, then he says, Rava Prithviyoradhimantaram hi vyaptam tavekena dishascha sarva dashadbhutam rupamagnam tavedam lokatrayam pravitam mahatman. Although you are one, you are spread throughout the sky and the planets and all space between. O great one, seeing this wondrous and terrible form, all the planetary systems are perturbed. The space between the heaven and earth and Loka Trayam, the three words, are significant words in this verse because it appears that not only did Arjuna see this universal form of the Lord, but others in other planetary systems saw it also. Arjuna's seeing of the universal form was not a dream. All whom the Lord endowed with divine vision saw the universal form on the battlefield. So the Lord gave the vision, they could see. Ami hitvam sura sangha vishanti kechidvita pranjalayo grinanti swasti tukta maharshi siddha sangha stuvanti tastam stutabhi pushkalabhi. All the hosts of demigods ascending before you and entering into you, some of them very much afraid, are offering prayers with folded hands. Hosts of great sages and perfect beings crying all peace are praying to you by singing the Vedic hymns purport. The demigods in the all planetary systems fear the terrific manifestation of the universal form and its glaring effulgence, and so prayed for protection. Okay, so I'll pause here. Any reflection anybody has?
I think for me, the part like 2, 3 texts ago where it said that it's not a literary weakness to repeat part text over and over, because when you realize, like in great wonder or like when you see the greatness, then what you do is repeat over and over.
Yeah. So you see the greatness of the Lord and you understand, then one may repeat over and over. Correct.
And I think that also relates to doing mantra, like kind of what we try to do with mantras, repeat over and over.
Oh, Hare Krishna mantra?
Hmm.
Oh, yeah. That's nice. Yeah. Same mantra. And we also have mantras like Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Kevalam. So it's a repetition. Kalau Nasteva, Nasteva, Nasteva. So that's not, because just to actually tell the glory is so powerful. Okay. Any other point? Anybody else?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. I liked when you said that knowing Krishna means that you know everything, not in a material sense, but that you know everything that is required to transcend beyond this material platform. And then you described the material platform being as easy to cross as the hoofprint of a calf if you know Krishna. So that was a very nice comment that you mentioned. I remember in like His Holiness Radhanath Swami's lectures, he compares the hoofprint of a calf versus an entire ocean if you don't know Krishna or if you don't submit to Krishna. So the difficulty and the difference in crossing over the material platform is that large, an ocean versus a hoofprint.
Correct. Yes, thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yes,
I
please.
think my reflection is that we don't really know that much in this world, and this is like kind of proof that, like, if we are Arjuna, we didn't really know that much about the Lord until He revealed it to us. So there's only like one way to know more, is to go deeper into Krishna, and that's like how we understand the absolute truth.
Yeah. Until Krishna reveals, you can't understand. So Krishna is revealing. Arjuna is able to understand, able to see. Sitting at one place, able to understand everything. Same way, if Krishna reveals sitting at one place, we can understand everything about spiritual existence, the spiritual world, everything. It's because Krishna has that power to reveal us and make us understand. But if he doesn't reveal, then no matter how much we have our head weight, intelligence, we can't understand anything. Yes, thank you. Yes, Srinivasan.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. I was, thank you so much, actually. I was putting myself in the place of Arjuna because every day I look at the sun, try to look at the sun, and in the morning, I was wondering, I couldn't look directly at the sun, but on hearing that statement that Arjuna was seeing glaring effulgence all through, it's like illumination, like thousands of suns, actually. So I was wondering imagining how it would have been. So God is so powerful that we can't try to see the God, but rather like we should beg for His mercy, and then only like we can know who He is, how powerful He is. So similarly, what Arjuna has said. Yeah.
You tried to see a sun after we started this description, huh?
No.
Okay,
Yeah. I mean, sun. I say one for this Namo Namo Aniruddha Rishikesh in the Yasmin. That chanting in Bhagavatam, there is a verse actually.
Okay. You every day see sun and offer some prayers, huh?
Yes.
Okay. Very nice. Surya Narayan, Lord Surya Narayan there.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.